Hi, and welcome to week 2 of Restorative Yoga. So last week we introduced legs up the wall, and this week we're going to start with legs up the wall. So we'll be doing some breath work, and we'll be up there for about 5-6 minutes, maybe longer. We'll just see how the session goes. And make sure that you have your props if you need a block, pillows, blankets, and set the mood today. Feel free to light some candles or some incense. And calm yourself down and set your intention for your practice. And just a gentle reminder that as we're doing any yoga together, if you're going into a pose and it doesn't feel good, don't go into it. Just simply observe, and if it feels right, or modify. And again, with restorative, we're here to support. So make sure that as we go into poses, we'll be doing child's pose, I believe, throughout this session. So if you need to have that support of a body pillow or something like that, feel free to have it. And we will be doing a lot of sitting as well today. So if you're not able to sit cross-legged, or if you're not able to sit on your knees, do feel free to sit straight leg or just sit in a chair. And you can sit up against a wall to support yourself. So modify everything as you need to support you. And when you're ready, so pause the video, and when you're ready,
Welcome
join
back.
us. We'll see you soon.
And continuing to adjust yourself, finding your comfort, and bringing your bottom as close as you can to the wall, allowing your back to relax, and feeling totally supported by the earth below you. Breathe completely and begin to follow the rhythm of your breath, however that looks. Watching the inhale and observing the exhale. And once you're comfortable with your legs up the wall, do feel free to move your legs. You can flex and point your toes, or you can do scissor type movements with your legs. Whatever movements feel good for you. Letting the body readjust. Let the nervous system relax. Using any kind of supports that you need to. And on your next inhale, begin to feel your abdomen inflate, bringing the oxygen down as far as you can. And then exhaling, feeling the abdomen relax. Working with a few breaths like that at your rate and your rhythm. Continuing to settle. Feeling your breath. Relaxing. And if you haven't already, bringing your legs back to center. Readjust. noticing any changes within the body and the breath. Continue to follow your breath and begin to bring yourself back into the awareness of your surroundings. And very slowly in your time, bring yourself down, knees to your chest. Take a few breaths here and feel the relaxation. Feel the difference in your body from now and when you started. And now rolling yourself over onto your right side and remaining there for a few breaths. And in your time, slowly, slowly, bring yourself up into a sitting pose. Now, if you can, when you get up, see if you can sit with your knees bent and your bottom right on your heels. This is another sitting pose that can be comfortable, very comfortable to do in yoga. So if you find that it's a little bit too much for your knees, again, grab yourself a towel or a blanket and just very gently stick it right behind your knees. And what that'll do is it'll give you, put it in as close as you can again, right back into the cracks of your creases of your knees there. And you want to make sure that it's comfortable for you, okay? Use as many pillows, towels, or blankets that you need in order to be comfortable to be able to stay here for, 4 or 5 minutes, okay? So get yourself comfortable. And when you're ready, bring your hands over the tops of your knees. And we're going to work with breathing in this pose for a minute or two. And I invite you to close your eyes. And again, breathe. Just notice what your breath is doing. Notice how your body feels. So what we're doing here is we're really just kind of checking in to see how things are going. With the deep breath work that we're going to be doing this week, do realize that it will change attitudes, it'll change diet, it will also change elimination habits. It'll change something in your life. Just pay attention to the changes. Maybe jot them down and see what they do for you. Breathe and allow your spine to become nice and straight. Drop your chin just a little bit. Keep your teeth, tongue, and jaws relaxed. And breathe. On your next exhale, we're going to simply bring our hands straight out in front of us, palms facing the ceiling. As you inhale, slowly roll your hands to your shoulders, keeping elbows at shoulder height. And then as you exhale, come forward, palms up to the ceiling. Inhale, palms to the shoulders. Then the exhale, palms to the ceiling. Allowing your shoulders to be relaxed and working at your own rate. Feeling the difference in your breath, just allow it to happen. Don't force it or change it. Don't even try to understand it. Just breathe. Breath and movement. Allowing your shoulders to relax. Allowing your abdomen to relax. Breathe in. Now, if you would like to challenge yourself just a little bit more with this exercise, on your inhale, when you're coming forward, imagine that you're pushing through thick, thick mud, bringing your palms to your shoulders. And as you exhale, just allow yourself to do exactly the same thing. Imagine that you're pushing forward through thick mud. A little isometric exercise just to activate the muscles just a little bit. And doing 2 more, whatever is comfortable for you. And as you relax with your next exhale, bring your hands over the tops of your knees and breathe. And relax. We're going to do 1 more in this pose with our sitting on our knees. And we're going to bring our arms straight out again in front of us. And then we're going to come out to the side, bringing our palms to the ceiling, making a small fist, and bringing our fists to our shoulders. Inhaling, slowly bring your elbows together. And as you exhale, bring them open. Inhaling and exhaling. Allow the teeth, tongue, and jaws to relax. And you can work with your eyes open or your eyes closed, whatever is comfortable for you. Continue your breathing. Breath and movement. Allowing the shoulder joints to relax and just gain some movement. Just breathe. And if it's easy enough to get your elbows together, see if you can get your whole arm all the way up to your wrists together. It is a flexibility thing, and again, all of our bodies are different. Do what's comfortable for you. You can also add isometric to this. Imagine that you are coming forward through mud. And as you exhale, slowly coming out through mud. And only do 2 or 3 of those. Don't do too many. Be gentle with yourself. And doing 2 more. Then as you exhale and come out to the side, slowly coming out of the pose, coming down, putting your hands over your knees. Take 1 or 2 breaths here. And in your time, bring yourself into a sitting position. Whatever is comfortable for you. If you need a bolster, or if you need a towel or a pillow, grab yourself one and make yourself comfortable. And placing your hands over the tops of your knees, close your eyes and feel the sensations in your body. Breathe. Tap in and see. How's the weather? Breathe. And preparing to move. If you have your eyes open, just open. If you have your eyes closed, just open them up. And we're going to work with a short little twist. Nice and easy. Not a lot of force. So we're going to place our left hand on top of our left knee. Left hand on top of the left knee. The opposite hand, just gently right behind your bottom on the mat. Fingers facing outward. From here, on your next inhale, slowly twist, looking over your shoulder. Imagine bringing your belly button along, feeling the twist in the lower spine. Be gentle with yourself and stay here for 2 or 3 breaths. And in your time, on an exhale, slowly come back to center. Placing your hands over the tops of your knees. Breathe. And now doing the other side. Placing the right hand over the right knee. Right hand, left hand behind you on the floor. Inhale, slowly twist the shoulders to look over your neck, over your shoulder. Again, twisting from the belly button. You know that okay, alt correct. It happens sometimes like that. And then slowly coming back to center. Breathe. And we're going to do that 2 more times on each side. When you're ready, inhaling, slow, nice, easy twist. Trying to keep your spine nice and tall. Feeling the twist come from your belly button. And breathe. On your next exhale, coming back to center for 1 breath. And on your next inhale, shifting sides. Inhale, twist the belly button around, looking over your shoulder. Breathe, expand the lungs. And then slowly come back. And doing it 1 more time. Inhaling and twisting. Breathe. You can do this twist exercise 3, or you can do up to 3 minutes, whatever is comfortable for you. Continuing to breathe. And now slowly exhale and coming back to center. Placing your hands over the tops of your knees. Breathe in the center position and allow the body to relax. Next, inhale, twisting to the opposite side. Feel the twist. Feel how the body is changed. Don't push yourself. Nice little twists. Very gentle. Trying to expand the lungs. Expand the ribs. Taking in as much air as you can. On your next exhale, come back to center. Placing your hands over the tops of your knees. Breathe. Close your eyes and feel your breath. Breathe, breathe. Now slowly opening your eyes, assisting your knees, bringing your legs straight out front, and shaking them out, and bringing them back into center, changing your cross-leg position. Feel the difference, and again, placing your hands over the tops of your knees. Breathe. We're going to repeat the stretch from last week, the one where we sit here and we're going to put our hand out to the side and stretch. Again, working at stretching from the hip all the way up to the armpit. So we'll be doing that on both sides. Placing your hands over your knees to start. Inhale, starting with your left hand, placing it on the floor. Inhale and slide your arm as far as comfortable for you, where you feel the stretch. You can also push your knee down. Now, if you need supports here, do feel free to put some pillows underneath to allow the hips to be a little bit more relaxed. Breathe one more time in the side. And then your next exhale, come up to center. Inhale, placing your right hand on the ground. Inhale, sliding yourself up to the right to where it's comfortable for you. Holding your knee down with a little bit extra force, allowing more of a stretch from the hip all the way up to the armpit. Breathe. And exhale, coming back up to center. The opposite side. Breathe. And we'll stay on each side for 1 or 2 breaths, allowing the muscles to relax a little bit further and bringing yourself down. Breathe. And your next exhale, come back up to center, placing your opposite hand on the floor. Inhale, slide yourself down, feeling the stretch in the hip. Breathe. Nice and deep. On your next exhale, come back up to center. Remain there for a breath. And one more time, be gentle with yourself. This time, if you can, come all the way down to your elbow. Feeling a little bit more of a stretch. Now, if you can't, truly support yourself with a towel or a bolster or pillow. We're going to remain here for about a minute and breathe, so make sure that you feel comfortable. You don't want to feel too much of a stretch, but you want to feel it comfortable and delicious. Continue to breathe. Continue to allow the muscles to relax little by little. Paying attention to the certain muscle that is the tightest for you, the one that's talking to you. Imagine that you have nostrils there and breathe into that muscle. And exhale and allow it to sink and relax just a little bit more. The mind is powerful. It does actually. It can tell the muscles what to do. Believe and let it happen. And we'll do 2 more breaths on this side. And your next exhale, slowly coming back up to center. Placing your hands over your knees. And now close your eyes and just listen to your breath. Don't force it or change it, just notice it. Let it show you where it wants to go, what it wants to do. The sensations that you're feeling in your body, allow them. Feel the warmth, the tingles, and know that that's perfectly normal. It's all part of yoga. On your next inhale, you're going to go to the opposite side. And if you need support, make sure that you bring it around. Placing your hand out and coming down to where it's comfortable for you. Bringing your elbow down as far as you can. If you need to support yourself, support yourself. Breathe. And using your other hand as kind of traction, hold the knee down. Feel the stretch. And again, if you need to, support yourself underneath your knee. Breathe. Notice the difference on the 2 sides. Notice what side might need just a little bit more attention during the week. Now if you decide that's a little bit or a lot more stiff than the other, maybe do that side twice. Breathe and find your balance. Two more breaths on this side. And then slowly bring yourself back up to sitting pose. Close your eyes and feel the tingles in the body. Allow the muscles to relax and observe. And breathe. Follow your breath and allow it to show you what it wants to show you. We have one more little warm up to do while we're sitting, and this one's going to involve the neck. So be very gentle with yourself. If you're hearing a little bit of cricking and cracking, that's great. If there's pain, please don't do anymore. Just be slow, watch the video, and breathe through it. Allow yourself to gently, gently, gently move your neck. So breathe and relax. And I'm going to show you the very first exercise. As you inhale, you're going to drop your left ear to your left shoulder. Very gently. Not the shoulder to the ear to the shoulder. And then slowly come back up to center. And then dropping to the opposite side. Slow little movements with breath. Feel free to close your eyes and breathe. Inhaling, dropping to the left. Exhaling to center. And then slowly dropping to the right. Feel the neck muscles and the shoulder muscles that are being stretched. Allow your teeth, tongue, and jaws to relax. And keep your shoulders relaxed, allowing them to remain down. Coming back and forth. Allow that tension just to release from your shoulders. Breathe. Gentle little stretch from side to side. And two more. And the next time that you come to center, remain there. And bringing your hands from your knees into a prayer pose, and just bringing them to your chest. Close your eyes and feel the silence and the peace. Feel what your body is saying. Breathe. After your next exhale, slowly bring your hands back to your knees, palms over the top. And opening your eyes and preparing to move. We're going to be working with cat pose into a supported child's pose. So if you need to have a little bit more support for child's pose, if you would like to have a pillow or a bolster or something, I highly recommend that because we are going to do a little bit of breathing as we're in child's pose. So we're going to work with a supported child's pose today just to change it up a little bit. So bringing your knees up and then arranging your mat now, if you need to have a little bit of support for your knees, do feel free to bend your mat, or you can put a towel or an extra pillow or blanket there. You just want to make sure that you're comfortable on your knees. So we're going to start on all fours, and when you look at your knees, you want to make sure that your knees are directly below your hips. Okay? So starting, when you need to take a break throughout any of these exercises, come back into the sitting pose. Okay? So coming forward, up on the knees, and then placing your hands directly underneath your shoulders. You want to make sure that your wrists, are directly underneath your shoulders. And you also want to make sure that you're lined up. Hips underneath, knees underneath the hips, wrists underneath the shoulders. Now, if you're finding that this is too much for your wrists, make a fist and come up onto your wrists, okay? And what that'll do is it'll help to give them a break, but eventually, with practice and with stretching, it'll be easier for you to be able to have your wrists ready. So cat stretch is working upon the abdominal muscles as well as the back muscles in order to strengthen, stretch, and lengthen them. So starting with your head down, looking straight down, so that your spine and your neck are in nice alignment. As you inhale, bring your belly button to your spine, round your back, drop your head. Breathe. In this pose, continue to breathe for 2 or 3 breaths. Breathe and feel a stretch. On your next exhale, you're going to drop your belly, arch your back, and bring your head up to the ceiling, looking straight up with your eyes as much as you can do. Feeling a stretch under the back, the neck, shoulders, the arms, the legs. Breathing in this pose. Noticing how easy or difficult the breath is to take in from here. And now working with breath and movement on your next inhale, gently coming up into the cat. And as you're ready to exhale, dropping the belly and looking to the ceiling. Breath and movement. Inhale, feeling a stretch on the spine. And exhale, looking up to the ceiling. Rounding the spine. Dropping the belly. Allowing the freedom of movement in the spine. Nice gentle stretch. And doing 2 more of these. Exhale. And when you finish this time, sitting yourself back onto your heels and into child's pose. With your hands straight out in front of you, palms facing the earth, arms slightly activated. Feeling a stretch in your armpits. And imagining that your spine is becoming longer, allowing your tailbone to go towards your feet. Allowing the muscles to relax. Breathe. Now with your knees together here, if you don't have any digestive issues or if you're not pregnant, breathe right into your thighs, allowing your abdomen to be pushed right in. Just a little massage for the intestines. And exhale, using your breath, allowing the belly to expand. And then exhale. And Now with your mind preparing to move, we're going to come right back up onto our knees first. Pushing yourself up. Again, if you're in this position and you need to have a cushion, feel free to have it. From here, we're going to go back into the cat pose. And coming back up onto the hands or the fists, whatever is comfortable for you. We're going to work with a lengthening stretch. So as you inhale, we're going to bring the right knee up to the nose. And when we exhale, we're going to go for distance, not height. Keeping the toe pointed. Make yourself long. Inhaling, nose to the knee. Exhaling, becoming nice and long. Your gaze is forward. Inhaling, nose to the knee. Exhaling, pointing the toe and stretching long. Feeling your glute muscle. Working with your breath at your rate. You can go slow or as fast as you wish. Breathe. And doing one more. Stretching straight out. Bringing your knee back to center. And breathing here. We're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. Bringing your left knee to your nose and exhaling, going long, as long as you can. Pointing the toe behind you. Inhaling, nose to the knee. Exhaling, toe to the wall. Nice and long. Working with your breath, inhaling and exhaling. Breathe, breathe. Trying to keep everything straight in alignment. Straight back, the knee facing the earth. Don't allow your hip to twist. Breathe. And notice what muscles you're feeling and where you're feeling it. Take breaks whenever you need them. After your next exhale, bringing your knee back to center and bringing yourself back down into child's pose. Again, if you can keep your knees together, that's great. If you need to have your knees apart, do that as well. Whatever feels best for you in this moment. So back to child's pose, keeping the arms activated. Breathe. Allow yourself to relax just a little bit more. And breathe. And now bringing yourself up, back onto your knees. And we have one more position before we go into the supported child's pose. What we're going to do is working at stretching our hips just a little bit as well, because we do sit in chairs quite often, and it's important that we keep our hips supple and moving. So they're with us our whole life, so we don't have to worry about hip replacements and things like that. So be gentle with yourself. So we're going to come back up onto all fours. Take a nice deep breath in. Trying to keep your back nice and flat. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our hip and we're going to swing our hip out to the right side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn so you guys can see it just a little bit easier. So from here, we're going to flip the hip out to the side. And we're going to imagine we have a little stool behind us. And we're just going to sit back on that stool. This is a great stretch for the hip. And as you inhale, come back up to center. Flip the other hip out. Imagine there's a little stool and you're just going to sit on that little stool. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, sit back. Up to center. Inhale, dropping on the opposite side. Feel the stretch in the hip, the glute, the thighs. And back to center. One more on each side. Flipping your hip out. Sitting back on Exhale. Breathe here. Take a few breaths on this side now. Breathe and feel the stretch. Coming back to center on your next exhale, and we're going to hold it on the other side. Lifting your hip out, coming down, and feeling the stretch. Breathe. Feel the stretch. Feel the breath. And back up to center. We're going to come into child's pose. Before we go in this time, I'm going to come back on the side so you can see. Get yourself comfortable. So this time, if you need to have a pillow, have your legs apart, if you'd like that. Take a big bolster or a pillow. Take a couple here. And you want to bring them in so it's comfortable, okay? And what we're going to do is we're going to have the support from right below our collarbones, just down the front of our spine if you want to look at it that way. So bring whatever you have, whether it's a bolster, pillows, blankets, whatever you have. And you want to bring yourself down to where it's comfortable, okay? So build it. If you need to come up higher and you like how that feels underneath you, build yourself a nice little comfortable child's pose bed, because that's what we're going to be working with. Here, you can have your head just hang. Just make sure that your support's down low enough that it doesn't cut off your breathing. And you can have your hands straight out in front of you, or you can actually place a pillow or your hands underneath your forehead, wherever is comfortable for you. And allow yourself to just settle and sink onto your supports. Find it comfortable. So if you need a pillow in front of you, awesome. If you need some more behind your knees, awesome. If you need some underneath, do whatever you need to do in the next few minutes to get comfortable. And if you're already comfortable, I encourage you to surrender to the support and breathe. Nice deep breaths. And as you settle, again, find the supports. Continue to breathe and settle. Find your breath. And breathe. Listen to the rhythm of your breath. Breathe. Surrender. And just notice all that's happening in your world. Your inner world, that is. And continue just to follow the breath. Notice where the breathing is going. Just let it happen. Breathe and relax. Feeling your breath. Breathe. And then slowly, bringing yourself back to the moment and preparing to move. And first bringing yourself up onto your knees, and then bringing yourself into a comfortable sitting pose. And breathe. You can have your knees crossed or your legs crossed, or your legs straight, wherever you're comfortable. And just allow yourself to breathe, and I'm going to explain and show our next little asana. We're going to work with a supported Shavasana. Shavasana is the relaxation pose that when you lay flat on the ground at the end of yoga class, it's called Shavasana. It's one of the hardest poses really in yoga because it's where you have to surrender to yourself, to the ground, to the earth, however you wish to do that. But it is all about surrendering. So I have one more little thing I'm going to add here. Just because you want to make sure that you're spine is supported from your lower back all the way up to the top of your head. So if you need a couple pillows or a couple bolsters or maybe even a yoga mat you can use. If you find that it's the pillows that you have aren't quite firm enough, just grab a towel and place your towel over the top. And then you're going to bring yourself into a sitting pose, making sure that you line up your support right with your sacrum like a turtle. And breathe, just holding on to it, making sure that you realize it's there. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale. One more inhale. And on your next exhale, slowly support yourself as you come down onto your bolster, your towel, your pillow, however you wish to call it. Now from this position, you see that I'm still in the cross-legged position. And you may find that I have way too much pressure for your hips or way too much tension. So make sure that you have some extra pillows or bolsters that you can add just to be able to support your legs. Like we are going to leave them in the cross-legged pose for now. So support yourself if you need to. And find a comfortable breath. We're going to put our thumbs together and our index finger together. And we're going to place your hands directly where your thumbs are underneath your belly button and the index fingers are right underneath your bum. And I want you to continue. What we're going to do is we're going to find your breath. Now I'm going to work with the inhale and I'm going to show you where we're looking to go. We're looking to go for a deep belly breath. So placing your hands over your uterus or just over your lower abdomen, that gives us a focal point where to bring our breath. So the inhale will look like exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to be working with that breath. And then when we're finished with all the breathing exercises, when you're ready to come out, again, you want to support yourself with your elbows and slowly walk yourself up with support. When you come up, we're going to place your hands over your knees and we'll stay there and breathe for a few moments. Okay, so now it's your turn. Grabbing your tools and getting yourself comfortable, if you haven't already done so. I encourage you just first to find your breath. Keeping your hands placed on your lower abdomen and just allowing your breath to settle. Let it go where it wants to go. Let it show you first what it's doing. Keep breathing and explore the breath. Explore your inhale. Explore your exhale. Breathe. Focus on what feels right for you. If you need more support, grab them. Breathe, breathe. Sink a little deeper into your body and into your breath. Allow your spine to relax. Allow it to feel like a marshmallow. It's melted, being supported. Allowing yourself to experience your breath. Allowing yourself to feel all the things that are happening within your being. Breathe deeply. And we're going to work with a little bit of a controlled breath. And breathing exercises in yoga are called pranayama. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some pranayama. So allowing yourself to inhale to the count of 4 and trying to get your breath a little deeper and a little deeper each time. It's not easy to get your breath down there. It may take you a little while to figure out how to get it there. Don't be hard on yourself. Just the game is to breathe into your lower abdomen. And when you're ready to exhale, exhale to the count of 6. Inhaling to the count of 4. Exhaling to the count of 6. If you find that this rhythm doesn't work for you, drop it down. Inhale 2, exhale 4. If you think that you can go deeper and you can bring in more oxygen, inhale to the count of 6, exhale to the count of 8. And see how that works for you. Any of those combinations will work. And of course, the longer that you can inhale and exhale, what that does is you're working on capacity of the lungs. So continue that breathing and allow yourself just to relax. Now, if you're finding that your legs are totally uncomfortable and you're not liking it at all, support your knees and bring them together and just allow them to rest on each other while your knees are bent and your feet are on the floor. Readjust what you need to be comfortable. This is a big stretch opener for the heart. Our heart is our bridge between our physical incarnation and our spirituality. Listening to and finding your heart is the way to understand what game of life is all about. Continue your breath, continue your breathing. Allow yourself to be slow. Allow your mind to slow even further than it has. Let each fiber in your muscles relax. Allow your shoulders to drop just a little further. Feel your body, understand where you're holding your attention. And as you inhale, bring in all the air that you can. And as you exhale, release all the tension that you're feeling. Continue to breathe. In one last breath of counting. And after you exhale the next time, just be. If you're comfortable with your hands on your abdomen, no bother, leave them there. If you wish to move your hands, feel free. Put them in a place that's comfortable for you. Continue to explore your breath. can allow your mind to see yourself walking down a path, not sure quite where you're going, but you want to explore. You'll find yourself traveling, and as your vision clears, you can see the grassy lands of Africa. You can see the trees dotted in the distance. You feel the warm breeze on your face. Ever so curious, you're drawn to the tree in the distance. You walk, and you can't believe how fast you get there. As you touch its bark, you can feel the vibration through your hands. You feel the happiness and the strength of the tree. And as you look up into the canopy, you realize that you have no problem climbing up there. You choose your path, and you climb the tree to a perch that is suitable for you. And as you sit down, you turn around, it takes your breath away. The sight that you have from this height, the beauty, the vastness, the animals. Your heart is bursting open. Feel it. Breathe through all the feelings, through the emotions. Just be, experience. And behind you, you hear a rustling of leaves. And you turn, and to your surprise, you see the most beautiful set of eyes looking back at you. Your heart melts into your belly. The sensations are so grand, and you realize that you're looking into the eyes of the giraffe. For she was just as curious of you as you are of her. You feel her gentle waves, her big heart fighting with yours, feeling the tingles, the rushes, sweats. Feel the energy in the room. Animals are magic that way. Breathe. Explore the sensations. No judging. Just observing. For they are a part of you. Understand them. The giraffe has an amazing vantage point. She has clear sight from this vantage from the tree. Allow her to continue to share her perspective as you both gaze and share space as you look out over the grasslands and you see the beauty and you see the animals, the beauty and the glory of the planet is ours to be taken. And feel the urge to look into the eyes of the giraffe again. And as you turn, she looks deeply into your soul and gives you gratitude for sharing your time. If it feels right to you, thank the giraffe for the message, the experience. Take a little time and observe your feelings, your thoughts, your breath. Just observe, experience, be at peace. And taking one last deep breath. You exhale and realize that it's time for you to return to where you did go. And ever so slowly and effortlessly, you're flying down the tree, full of memories, full of an experience. How does that make you feel? How do you feel? And as your feet hit the ground, you instinctively note to go back the way that you came. And as your feet hit the ground, you instinctively know to go back in the direction that you came. Breathing. And coming back into your body, or your mind, that would be a Restorative Yoga. And feel the experience. Feel what you learn. Wiggling your fingers and toes. And in your own time, slow come over the pose. Make sure that you're breathing as you're moving. And once you're in a sitting pose, close your eyes again. And bringing your hands together, placing your right hand on your heart and your left hand over your right. Continue to observe your breathing, your breath, and your emotions. Breathe. And slowly open your eyes. And placing your hands in your lap. I wish to thank you guys for joining us for week 2. When I say yes, I'm talking about the animals, the plants, whatever spirits may be around, isn't it? Yeah, thanks for joining us. May you have an amazing, amazing week. And observe what your body is going to go through, the changes in breathing, the changes in attitude. And you can do this video as much as you choose to. Just be gentle with yourself. If your body says you're tired, accept it. You're tired. Take a nice deep breath again. And bringing your left hand to your right shoulder. And your right hand to your left shoulder. Give yourself a big hug. Namaste, my friends. Have an amazing, amazing week. Until next time. Ciao.